Now I have kids who have been in the community doing whatever they're doing, and they'll come in, some of them running in, some of them walking in, and you can just tell that their energy is like frazzled. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, I just had this situation, and all I could think of is I need to get to Trail Youth.
Snoqualmie Valley, Unfiltered. Let's dive deep and find the truth. All the stories old and new, from the mountains to the street. It's the people that you meet. Snoqualmie Valley,
Hi, I'm Alicia Messa, and I'm your host for Snoqualmie Valley Unfiltered. And today we are in front of Trail Youth, and I am gonna go in and get a coffee here in a minute, but we're not here to try the coffee today. We are here to actually talk to Teresa Noonan, who is the new executive director since September of 2025. And we're gonna talk to her about why she took on the position and a little bit about what she's passionate about. So let's get unfiltered.
Come in.
Hello, are you ready for
yes,
us?
I'm so happy to see you.
Okay, so I walked in here, I noticed this little llama, and I just want to hear why do you have a cute little llama in here?
This is my No Drama Llama.
No Drama Llama. What does that mean?
So stuffies are very calming to nervous systems, and we
Okay.
have a lot of kids that suffer from trauma. And so when they come in to talk to me, just to sit down and say, hey, they'll pick up No Drama Llama and they might just hold her. And it's really calming and they just relax. Or, depending on how long we talk or whatever they want to talk about, they just might start stroking her and they don't even realize it, but it's really calming. And they just get to settle in and settle down. So we have stuffies all over the cafe.
Yeah.
We had a stuffy adoption because we had somebody generously donate about $10,000 with squishmallows. Our whole front,
Oh, wow.
Our whole front window was packed end to end, back to front. We did get birth certificates. And so the kids chose the one
Oh my
they
gosh.
wanted. So we set up a whole
Funny.
birthing station where they would bring their stuffy that they chose, and we would measure it and weigh it, and they had
Oh,
to
how
name
adorable.
it,
Okay.
and they had to sign a contract that they were going to take care of it, and they were going to take care of it better than they take care of their phone. Literally,
adorable.
that was a statement. And we had some kids come with parents that helped them fill out the adoption forms, and then we gave them a certificate of adoption, and we laminated it with our laminator. They got to take their stuffy and their certificate of adoption home.
So do any of those kids bring them
Yep,
in?
they bring them in their backpack.
I love it. That is so cute.
And we still have stuffies up there because we continue to get donations, not that large, but they lay up there reading and hanging out, and they'll put stuffies around them.
I love it. That's amazing. Okay, well, let's dive into what we are here for. Obviously, we're here for Trail Youth.
Yes.
But I think we've talked and we want to do a series. So
Yes.
I'm excited about this. We're going to start off with really, because there's so many things Trail Youth does
Yes.
and that everyone needs to know about. But one of the big reasons why I do this community channel is because you know the businesses, you know all of that, but you don't know the people behind the businesses and so forth. And so you are fairly new.
So I'm new forward facing. I've been here since September.
Okay.
I've been behind the scenes with Trail Youth for several years with Tanya. And I came here, I was setting up a mentorship program behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And was working with the leadership. And then I got a midnight email that said, will you come, instead of doing the mentorship program, will you come take over?
Oh, wow. Were you in Washington?
Yes. So
Okay.
we've lived on the ridge. My husband and I built our house on the ridge. We've lived on
Oh, wow.
the ridge for 20 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. And we lived in Sammamish before that, and Maple Valley before that. So we've lived in Washington together 30 years.
Okay. So what we want to do today is learn about who is behind the scenes.
Sure.
And that is you.
Yep. Wanted to vote. They voted me in as executive director. I said, okay,
Quick.
I'll take it over. Well, here's what's even quicker. So I took it over, started making immediate changes. I started identifying immediate financial things that we needed to take care of right away to like plug holes. So figured all that out, did the billing like immediately, started getting some revenue going, put out a shout to the community and said, we need funding fast. So I immediately did a shout out on all my social medias. I called all of my leaders in the community and said, I'm sourcing board members and this is what I'm looking for all these seats. And I had one of the board members had only been on the board for like 2 months and he had been considering leaving. And I said, please wait, talk to me. Let's go have a meal together and have a conversation. And if once you meet me and hear my vision, if you don't want to stay, then that's a choice, but give me a chance. I'm not going to be trying to talk you into it. I'm just going to be authentic with you.
Right.
So we talked and he's like, I'm in, I want to stay. So he stayed with me and he's still here today and he runs our Saturday marketing group. And I got a treasurer right away. She's a JD from Harvard. She works for T-Mobile and
awesome.
she lives on the Ridge. I found her through LinkedIn.
Who is that?
Her name's Emily Dew.
Emily Dew.
She's awesome. And then I have Marcus Johnson, who was a mayoral candidate for Snoqualmie.
Yeah.
And he's on my board. He's fantastic. He's my vice chair. I have Renee, who's on the school board.
She's fantastic.
That's also on my board. I have Tina, who her and her husband own Handy in the Valley. Do you know who she
Tina
is?
Sherman.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on my board.
Okay.
And Tanya's on my board. And Evan, who's the marketing executive, is on my board. And then I have Jazz Hillman. He is a guy the community doesn't know, but he's done a ton of amazing things. So here we are. So now I have a financial committee, and Emily Dew and Evan, the marketing, are my financial committee with me, of course. And then Marcus Johnson's my vice chair, and Emily's also my treasurer. So that makes sense, right? And then I have Tanya, who has all the legacy knowledge of every single thing this enterprise has ever been through.
Right.
On my board and writing my grants so she can put in everything that's ever happened when she's telling people why they should give us money.
Yep.
So that's super cool.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. So so you've been working hard.
Yes.
Getting this thing, getting you guys stable and where
Reseat
you
my whole
need
board.
where you need to go. So getting back to you, however, so first of all, why would they have even mentioned, hey, do you want to be the executive director? Like, what is your background?
So I spent 32 years with Costco.
Okay.
That culminated in me being an executive for their corporate headquarters in private label development, which is supply chain and leadership. I was an executive one-on-one and group leader for mentors, especially women mentors. They have a program called Journeys, and it's about mentoring women and finding their voice and, feeling stable when they feel like they're in the room with all men. And I did one-on-one coaching, and I also did roundtables where it was mentee led, and we had like 2 or 3 mentors in the room, and they would pick the topics, they would write the content, we would come together, they would lead the group the next time, and then so on and so forth.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and I led really large teams in developing extremely big items. And I was one of 3 leaders that led an entire team of centralizing the first $1 billion business department for the company. And Tanya knew a lot of my history because we've been friends for a long time. And a lot of the women that had been involved in this, I'd come and met with because I'd been a supporter of Trail Youth behind the scenes for many years. And so I think they just thought, we know her capacity. She'd probably be the right person if anybody's going to do this and get us out of a tailspin.
So I'm also assuming, and this is an assumption, but they knew your passion for the work.
So my husband and I took in a mom and a toddler and an infant while they were fleeing domestic violence and awaiting space at mama's hands.
Okay.
which
Another great nonprofit.
yeah, which receives women that are fleeing domestic violence with their children.
Yeah.
That need a safe place to hide, basically, and be stabilized, because a lot of people fleeing don't flee because they can't find a stable place to flee to.
Right.
And so we housed them while they were waiting for room there. My husband and I are passionate about that, but I'm passionate about that because I'm a domestic violence and stalking survivor.
Oh, wow.
And so is my son. So I fled my first marriage with my infant son out of domestic violence and then was stalked for over a year. And I know that it gets more dangerous when you leave. I know how stressful it is when you're in a house with domestic violence. And I know that the burden of proof is on the victim, and you have to have a community around you to underpin you when you feel like you can't go on.
Right.
And so I want to create a safe space for people that need that place that they can feel like I can come home and rest. And that's what we are here, really. We're a safe in-between place for a lot of these kids between school and home. We don't know their home life unless they share it. We don't ask. And a lot of them remark, I feel so safe here. I just walk in and you just feel the environment. And so that's what we're here for. And we provide no fee counseling. We have a licensed art therapist. She also does talk therapy. And we have 2 domestic violence sexual assault advocates. One is an MSW. They work with the 2 forensic nurses at the Snoqualmie Valley Hospital.
Oh, I love it.
We are friends of Mount Si and high school and middle school. And they go on campus and do tabling events during lunch, and they work with the social workers there. And they've done events like at the YMCA and other places to help kids identify red light, green light, yellow light behaviors where they need to set boundaries or get themselves out of situations. Another cool thing too, which was really important to me, which we've been able to accomplish, is get the police department on site regularly so they become friends of these kids.
Right.
We have had kids, when they first started coming, it was so cute in a very not good way, but so cute way, because you see the evolution that like they'd be eating lunch and I'd be standing there talking to them, the cops, and I'd have a kid like circling the table and I'm like, what's going on? You know, I'd say their name, what's going on? And they'd be like, well, I just want to know if they're here for me.
Oh, wow.
And the cops are like, no, buddy, if we were here for you, we would have already been here for you.
Oh my gosh.
You want to come have a seat? And, and they start fist bumping and stuff. And now when they come and they see each other, it's like fist bumping, like they run up to each other and stuff. It's so cool. So now they love him. The last day and they love all of them, but there's one in particular. And like the last day of school, he was dropped to the ground. He's doing push-up contests with the kids.
Oh, that is so cute.
And everybody's cheering him on and screaming and fist bumping. And it just...
So did the kids win?
Yes. Well, only because they wore him out. Seriously. Each kid got to do 20 push-ups. Well, he had to do 20 push-ups for
every
each
time.
kid.
Oh my gosh.
They wore him out. He's like, I can't do anymore.
Oh, that's so funny. That's
so
great.
Cute. A lot of the kids thought the police were the bad guys.
Right.
And I want them to know that they're the helpers. When they come, they're there to help.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important.
Yeah.
So we're
There's
having
a lot of messages out
huge
there.
event on July 25th, and the police will be here. We're going to do a dunk tank.
Oh my
gosh. One of them has already agreed to be the donkey.
Oh, I love it.
And so I'm trying to get other administrators to be donkeys too, and one of my board members will be. But Mayor Miller and her whole team are coming. And we just got our trailer refurbished and brought back on the lot. So we're gonna have it up front and it's gonna be facing the building. We'll have the window open. We'll be serving free Italian sodas to the kiddos. We'll sell scoops of ice cream and little cups of cotton candy. And then the adults can come inside and buy their drinks.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna have games on the patio, and we're gonna get some cash value cards from like the ice cream shop, the bakery. So it's gonna be an anniversary for us too, because we're 8 years.
Wow, it's been 8 years.
Yeah, I wanted to do it on our anniversary, which would have been a couple months ago, but we just weren't ready.
Yeah.
But we're ready and I'm excited.
And it'll be fun in the summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be, I'm so excited. Mayor Miller expressed that she's super excited. And this, she's like, this is exactly what we need to be doing with the community.
Yes, yes. That's awesome.
So it's from 11 to 1 on July 25th.
What else did you see that really needed to change?
Well, I'm a Christian too, but what I believe in that is that love is the first response to everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean permissibility per se. There has to be boundaries. There has to be accountability. We can't say we serve everybody and then behave in an exclusionary way.
Yeah.
So I 100% broke those barriers down immediately. I just found that honesty, upfront, fast is the best policy of always. And it sets really great boundaries with people, and they understand that. I know. Isn't that cute? Isn't it sweet?
I'm just loving this. I'm going, I'm going to have to get a Grogu stuffed animal. Yeah.
Yes. And so I'm super boundaries driven, and even the staff articulates that. They'll say, I'm amazed at how you set boundaries. And I think it makes people feel safe.
So it's good to know that you came in and changed whatever you needed to make everyone feel at home.
When I came in, I had to rebuild our reputation.
Yeah.
That we are the same foundation that we founded ourselves on.
Right.
Because we were straying, and there was, some kids were writing us letters saying, you guys have fallen away from where you were, and I don't feel safe here anymore, and I'm not coming. And I still have those letters. And I didn't receive them because they came to the leadership before I got here, but they gave me everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so this is a clear signal where changes need to be made.
Yeah.
We are 100% going to be big time megaphone saying we are who we say we are, and all of our actions, all of our words, all of our deeds, all of the things we do and represent.
You have an important mission here.
100%. These kids need to walk through this door and feel safe. Now I have kids who have been in the community doing whatever they're doing, and they'll come in, some of them running in, some of them walking in, and you can just tell that their energy is like frazzled. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, I just had this situation, and all I could think of is I need to get to Trail Youth.
Oh, that's
I've heard that
awesome.
more than I can count on one hand.
It makes a big difference having someone in your position that actually 100% truly does understand.
Yeah.
When they say they don't feel comfortable.
Right.
They think that's awesome. So, okay, so you changed that. What else? That was obviously a big one.
Yes.
Was that pretty much the biggest, or what do you?
Yeah, I think changing the board, changing personnel, and changing the atmosphere, and making sure that we reclaimed our reputation and built on it. Those were all metrics that I knew that I needed to spend a lot of time.
Not even a year.
Right.
And you've done a lot.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how many full-time people do you have here?
I have myself and I have Stone. So I have a part-time counselor. I have a part-time roaster. I have 2 part-time domestic violence and sexual assault advocates. And then I have Ben, who is a part-time barista. And then we have 2 special needs baristas that come in like 1 or 2 hours, 1 or 2 days a week, that come in with their sponsors.
What was her name? When we
Hunter.
did our coffee, Hunter. Yes.
Yes.
She was a sweetheart. Yes.
Hunter and Noah are those
Yeah.
2, and Danny is the coach for both of them. Yeah.
Do you give the kids ability to report things?
100%.
Good.
We have an open door policy. They can report anything they want. That's why we have mental health staff here. And they trust and love Stone.
Another question that I think is an important one, and that is, what is the biggest struggle you've had here with, you've taken care of the reputation and all of that. So what is the next struggle that you're working with, if there is one?
Funding is the biggest one, and funding is slow in coming and locked up. We don't take any federal funding because right now of the reporting, because we would have to report on our population. And so we're not taking federal funding for those reasons, because I don't want to report on those things.
Right.
So we're taking only county and state funding.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of nonprofits that serve marginalized populations that also don't want to report, so they're also not seeking federal funding.
So there's a lot of competition in that
So there's
area.
a lot of people trying to get this, out of the same pot. And what I want to do is work together, not have a scarcity mindset. I would like us to all work together to figure out how to unlock and convince legislation that more needs to be carved out of budgets to support the nonprofits in these communities.
Yeah.
Because we're only as strong as our weakest links. So I just signed a memorandum of understanding with the Snoqualmie Food Bank, and they're going to start funneling 100 pounds of food a month through here. They're working with a partner to give us sundries items for the kids.
Wow.
Like toothpaste, toothbrush, things like that, because a lot of them need hygiene products, which is a luxury in some households. And we have a food wall where they can grab and go anything they want, no questions asked. They can stuff their pockets. It's one drink because we pay for all of that.
Right.
It gets expensive, but the food wall is donated to us through the food bank so they can have anything they want. And then we also have a dresser out there with drawers and marked with like shirts, pants, socks. They can get anything they want. And then
You would donate to those?
yeah, we get people that donate. Like I brought this in. This will go in when the weather starts turning. So we do take lightly used, nice things. But Bomba Sock sends us fresh.
They're still doing that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So we keep them full of Bomba Socks, which is super cool.
What is your biggest ask as far as one of those donation areas?
Money. Money to pay for overhead. Like
Yeah.
for instance, I'm having the marketing team tomorrow. We're gonna start doing campaigns monthly. What's our most recent need? Our most recent need is I was able to ask for an extension, but my extension's about to come up, and so I had to finance our insurance. Our insurance is $17,000 a year.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I have
Okay.
mental health professionals. We're serving teens. We're running a kitchen.
Yeah.
We have a structure.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
July 1st, our campaign will start. What's our latest need? And our latest need is to cover our $17,000.
Yeah. So
Insurance.
that's going to be a donation
Mhm.
lead. And you
Yep.
guys have that link, I'm assuming, on your website.
Yep, we have it on our website. We have it at the cash register. I'm training our team, which they weren't really comfortable with this because they weren't asked to do this before, to say we're a nonprofit. We don't, because we have a tip jar out there, but now it says donations, and we have a little card that explains just highlights of what we do with the QR code. If you'd like to support us, please scan the QR code and donate what you can.
Yep. Yep. And how long have you been doing that?
Just like 3 months, 2
Okay.
months.
Yeah. Have you seen that change?
Yes, we have
Awesome.
seen every day donations are up, $10, $20.
It all adds up.
It all adds up. And I'm like, you guys, it's just getting easier. It's becoming part of your language. I know you are uncomfortable with it, but you're working for a nonprofit. This is the reality of the environment we live in. Yes, we want more, whole bean contracts, which we have the Snoqualmie Valley Hospital whole bean contract for their cafe and their kiosk. And when they finish their new building, we'll be in that cafe too. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
We have other companies that buy from us too. We're working on expansion of that.
So that leads me to wanting to make sure people are aware of a big part of how you guys do get your money. And that is by us, the public, coming in
Yes,
and
buying from us, using us as their coffee home. We have Wi-Fi on all the time. I have a very large Wi-Fi.
You
So
needed
if
a
people
big-
want to work in here, there's plenty of Wi-Fi and it's very stable. In fact, we have people that'll go sit on the patio and put the umbrella up and work all day, and our Wi-Fi extends to our patio.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, some of the public at least gets confused on is this a coffee home for the public? Is this
Yeah,
a
I
coffee
know.
home for kids?
That's my big push for communication is we have a therapeutic environment for kids that need an in-between place. And my passion is to create safe spaces for everybody,
Yeah.
and everybody is welcome. And our coffee is literally top notch because we roast our own beans. We're the only roaster in the valley and only roaster to cup for sure. And so we're very proud of that. We get a lot of comments, and people come in here and get their afternoon coffee and they're like, you beat Starbucks hands down.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, because ours is like soft and round and still strong and robust.
Yeah, that's awesome. So looking forward to continuing.
Me too, thank you.
Thank you so much for talking with us today, and until next time.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Teresa. Take care. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below letting us know what you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching Snoqualmie Valley Unfiltered.